Namaskar. Today I, Shatarupa Mishra, Joint Director Publicity, Directorate of Public Relations, Publication and Publicity, CBDT, New Delhi, welcome you to yet another Samvad episode. In today's session, we will discuss the common mistakes made by reporting entities while filing the statement of specified financial transactions. On this important aspect, let us hear now Shri K. M. Mahesh, IRS officer of the 2003 batch, currently posted as Director INCI Bengaluru, and Shri Umesh Chandra Bharti, IRS officer of the 2006 batch, currently posted as Director INCI Delhi.
Good morning and welcome to all our listeners to today's special discussion on timely, accurate and complete reporting of high value financial transactions by our reporting entities. I am delighted to have today with me Sri K. M. Mahesh sir, who is very experienced in compliance management. Sir, I warmly welcome you in the session, sir.
Thank you very much, Umesh. It's a pleasure to be part of this important discussion today.
Sir, before we begin, I would like to appreciate the important role played by reporting entities such as banks, cooperative banks, forex dealers, mutual funds, and sub-registrars. Sir, the contribution of reporting entities helps reduce taxpayers' grievances, improves transparency, facilitates voluntary compliance, and ultimately builds nation's economy, sir.
Absolutely. Reporting entities form a very critical role in tax administration ecosystem. Accurate and timely reporting ensure that taxpayers can view correct information in their annual information statement, commonly known as AIS, and file their income tax returns smoothly.
So recently there have been many news reports stating that high value transactions are being reported to the income tax department. Many taxpayers are curious. Is it true, sir?
Yes, Sumesh, certainly. Various specified financial transactions reported to income tax department under statement of financial transactions. These includes transactions such as purchase or sale of immobile property, cash deposits in bank accounts, investments in fixed deposit, purchase of shares or mutual funds, credit card payments, purchase of foreign currency for foreign travel, certain high value cash transactions and others. The purpose is not to trouble taxpayers but to facilitate correct and complete tax compliance by the taxpayers.
Sir, that is an important clarification, sir. Many people think taxpayers themselves report these transactions separately. Is it true?
Actually, reporting is generally done by third party reporting entities. As such, banks, sub-registrars, companies, forex dealers, post officers and similar institutions. So, taxpayers will not be filing these high value transactions directly. The objective is to build a reliable information system that helps taxpayers and improves transparency.
Okay, sir. Sir, while the system is beneficial, sometimes the taxpayers complain that there is incorrect reporting in their AIS, the annual information system. What kind of errors generally are noticed, sir?
Umesh, it's true that there are occasions where errors do crop in when a third party reporting entities file their statement with the income tax department. For example, invalid PAN or incorrect PAN being quoted, the incorrect amount is being quoted against that particular transactions are the common errors that crop up and we come across such errors in reporting. Similarly, like in case of immobile properties, I can report it by sub-registrars. Issues noticed include invalid or missing PAN against buyer and seller, incorrect market value being quoted by the sub-registrars, failure to report names of all buyers and sellers, incorrect transaction details. These are the common errors that we come across in case of banks and cooperative banks as well as these sub-registrars.
सर एक क्वेश्चन दिमाग में आ रहा है कि जो भी हमारे कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स हैं जो रूरल एरियाज़ में हैं वहाँ से ऐसी रिपोर्ट्स मिलती हैं सर कि बहुत सारे डिफेक्ट्स उनकी फाइलिंग में आती है कोई पैन का डिफेक्ट है कोई नॉन फाइलिंग तक का है सर और किस टाइप के डिफेक्ट सर कोऑपरेटिव बैंक से केसेस में आपने देखे हैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस से, और उनको हम कैसे मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं सर?
ये सही ऑब्जर्वेशन है उमेश. सी इन सो फार एज कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स आर कंसर्न्ड, they are all operating majorly in rural areas. The common defects which we have observed in terms of filing by cooperative banks are lack of PAN number. Secondly, if PAN is quoted, in some of the cases we come across invalid PAN, correct PAN not being quoted. Thirdly, we have the account details are there. There may be multiple account holders, but the details of all the account holders has not been furnished by the cooperative banks. Fourthly, the nature of bank account also matters sometimes. So, it is not been properly quoted by them. Fifthly, there are occasions where transaction value is not reported correctly. For example, like in a situation, we have a fixed deposit kept by a person. It may be of 10 lakhs, but bank by mistake may report it as 50 lakhs because there may be renewal of that particular fixed deposit in that year.
Right.
So, these are the common errors we come across in case of cooperative banks, and for this purpose the department has been reaching out to them, sensitizing them about the requirement of filing accurate and correct transactions. Especially in case of PAN, we encourage them to take the copy of PAN from customers and authenticate based on the available means with income tax department.
थैंक यू सर. सर एक और क्वेश्चन में ज़रूर इस अवसर का लाभ लेते हुए आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा. सर जो हमारे एसआरओज हैं, ऐसा अभी भी सर वेरिफिकेशन से पता चला है कि उनकी अनरिपोर्टेड और डिफेक्टिव ट्रांजैक्शंस की वैल्यू कई हज़ार करोड़ों में होती है जो डिपार्टमेंट के एम्बिट में नहीं आ पाती है सर. तो उनमें कैसे डिफेक्ट्स सर आपने देखे हैं और उनको कैसे आप सर हमारे लिसनर्स रिपोर्टिंग एंटिटीज़ को बताएंगे कि वो कैसे इसको मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं सर?
See, in case of sub-registers, the value of transaction is quite high as compared to any other reporting entities. For example, a transaction in a property runs into crores. Now, we have come across good number of transactions where the reports have not been filed by the sub-registers. It is a matter of concern. So, the sub-registers are required to be alert and file complete report. Secondly, wherever reports are filed by the sub-registers, we have come across serious errors in their reporting. First and foremost, we have seen the PAN numbers are not quoted against the buyer and seller. That is one. Secondly, PAN numbers are quoted, but they turn out to be invalid. So, for this purpose, the sub-register will have to recheck once again the PAN quoted by the buyer or seller at the time of filing SFT, and also there is a facility to authenticate.
Sir.
So, it is required that the sub-register authenticate that PAN, whether the PAN quoted by particular buyer or seller is correct or not.
Right.
Thirdly, what is happening, if there are multiple buyers and sellers, so each person will be getting certain amount of money. So, the sub-registrar will have to report the amount of money received by each seller or given by the buyers. Fourthly, the sub-registrar will have to report correct market value of the property. So, there are occasions the sub-registrars report market value in terms of stamp duty paid, which is not the correct approach. So, in nutshell, majority of the grievances which comes from taxpayers are related to transactions in immobile properties. I sincerely urge all these sub-registers to pay attention to these common errors, and departmental officers have been approaching sub-registrars, sensitizing them about the need to remove these errors so that the number of taxpayer grievances are reduced.
Okay, sir, you have nicely illustrated the kinds of errors. Sir, I suppose these directly impact the taxpayer, sir?
Absolutely, Umesh. See, whenever a reporting is done by any reporting entities, the reported transactions get reflected in annual information statement. A taxpayer can see his annual information statement, and suppose a wrong transaction amount is reflected against a particular taxpayers. The taxpayer can dispute the amount through his AAS only, and when it is disputed, it goes to again the source for rectification of the dispute raised by a taxpayer. So, it is very important for any taxpayer to go through this AAS carefully, and in case there are any discrepancies of any transaction reported by a third party reporting, so he or she should immediately raise dispute.
So, essentially, sir, we can say that prevention is better than cure. Better not to have such errors, sir.
Very much true. Correct reporting at the first instance saves time, reduces grievances, and enhances taxpayers' confidence.
Sir, this would be very helpful for our listeners, sir. Could you please share some suggestions to minimize these errors while filing SFTs, sir?
Certainly, there are several simple but effective measures reporting entities can adopt. 1. PAN validation. Before uploading the statement, PAN details should be validated carefully. Most defects arise due to incorrect PAN entries. Secondly, complete customer information. Ensure that names of all account holders, buyers, sellers or joint holders are correctly captured. Thirdly, reconciliation of transaction data. The transaction amount, account number and property value should be cross-verified with internal records before filing. Fourthly, timely updating of records. Customer KYC details should be regularly updated to avoid mismatch issues. Fifthly, internal review mechanism. A maker-checker system or internal audit before submission can significantly reduce mistakes. Most importantly, training of staff. Employees handling SFT compliance should be properly trained regarding reporting requirements and common validation errors.
So nicely explained, sir. Could you please highlight the due date for filing the statement of financial transactions for financial year 25-26, sir?
See, all the reporting entities who are liable to file a statement of financial transaction are required to file their SFT by 31st May 2026.
Yes, sir.
Now, we have very less time to left, like we have left with 15 days to file the SFTs. So, it is an opportunity for all the reporting entities to file within due date. Failure to file within the due date will attract penal provisions.
Sometimes reporting entities may face technical or procedural difficulties while filing. What support mechanisms are available to them, sir?
The Income Tax Department has taken several facilitative measures. The department has published details of nodal officers who can guide reporting entities regarding compliance related issues. These details are available on the income tax website. Further, the technical difficulties, reporting entities may contact the help desk set up by the Directorate of Systems. The objective is to ensure smooth, error-free and timely filing of SFT.
Sir, before we conclude, could you share your thoughts on the broader significance of reporting framework?
Certainly, Umesh. Reporting of high-value transactions is not merely a compliance exercise. It plays a vital role in strengthening taxpayer services and promoting voluntary compliance. When taxpayers have access to complete and correct information through AIS, they are empowered to file accurate returns. This improves transparency, reduces disputes, enhances trust in the tax administration system and contribute positively to economic growth. This is truly a collaborative effort involving reporting entities, taxpayers and the department.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for sharing such valuable insights. Today's discussion clearly highlights that accurate and timely reporting by reporting entities is essential not only for reducing taxpayer grievances but also for strengthening the overall compliance system. We once again appreciate the sincere efforts of reporting entities and encourage them to file timely, accurate, and complete information in their SFTs well before due date. Sir, we are very thankful that you gave your valuable time today, and I also thank our listeners. Thank you.
Thank you, Umesh.